Hi everyone, June here from Red Daisy Crafts. So glad to be with you this evening. Finally, I'm so sorry about all the issues over the last week. I did end up having to get a new computer. Basically last Sunday, I did an update on my computer and the sound device, the input and the output, both were gone. And I could not figure out how to get it back on there after lots of tries and connecting with some resources and going to the computer store. I was determined that I'm probably not going to connect it back. And so I need to get a new computer. So I did get a new computer, and so we are on that now. So I'm just going to double check that I am hearing things all right and see how we are doing with this. So let's see if I get there. We are live on our Red Daisy Crafts page. I am hearing things all right. Yeah, it is working. So yay. So I am so glad to be here with you guys this evening. And I missed doing the unboxing last week, so we will do that. And then we will also play around with some alternates. So please, as you jump on, please say hi. Tell me where you're from. I love to chat with all of you. Hey, Wanda. Nice to have you with me this evening. And I'm going to leave both cameras on. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to leave both on for just a little bit at the beginning because it's going to be interesting how we kind of do this. But this is the box that we got this month, and it is a really cute box. I don't know if any of you have unboxed yours yet, but it's really, really cute. And so we're going to unbox it here together. We're going to have a Poppy Parade ink spot. Let me see if I can adjust this lighting a little bit better. I think that's, I don't know if that's better or not. Let's see. That might be a little bit better. Sometimes I think what I'm seeing isn't what you're seeing. So looks like things are okay. All right, so we have our stamp set, which we have something that will show this much better. These are the adorable stockings that come in this kit. And I know not everybody wants a stocking, you know, and what do we do with them and all the fun things. So we're going to talk about that. And then you have your little kit. So let's get it out of the packaging here. And let me put this back. How many of you like save your tissue paper? Do you save your tissue paper every month? Like I have a pile of tissue paper because I save mine. Someday I do use them from time to time, but basically I know someday I'm going to come up with something really great to use them on. So let's see here if I get my snips out. I'm going to cut into this and get out all of our goodies. There's just not a lot to this kit this month. But the stuff that is here is really cute. So I'm excited to dig into that with you. I did open one box and play with it so that I could get some ideas for the stockings, but I haven't done anything else. So we have in here are some little pins. You might see safety pins like this on your clothes sometimes when you shop with the tag. These are really cute because they're red. And we have 2 sheets of tags. So looks like pool party and maybe bubble bath. Not sure on that. and because Bubble Bath is not listed as one of the coordinating colors, it's Flirty Flamingo. So it could just be a generation of that, maybe a third or fourth generation. And then we have these really beautiful tags that are, or ornament die cuts, I should say, that are here. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 12, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 9 of the hanging pieces. So that'll be something to consider as we go through. And then here's what I was looking for. So this is the sheet that shows you all of the stamps that are in the set. So we have Sending Lots of Cheer, Filled with Joy, To From, Holly Jolly, Merry Christmas, From Santa. And we have some really cute little doodles, stamps that I would call like doodling. So a strip of asterisk, a like squiggly line, something that is maybe a snowflake, looks like a little star kind of thing. And then these cute little just another little symbol here that is on here that I think is really cute too. So that's a lot of fun. And then we have some ornaments that look like they are similar shapes of what the dies are in the kit. So as you know, I like to put all of these in my little plastic holders. So let me get mine out here. So that's going to go in there. And when you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber with me, you get one of these in the mail every month. Part of a thank you, and I include a label that I do with my label machine, and that goes in here. So I just like to keep them in here, and this is how I store them in my filing, and I keep all of my stamps like this. And then I have it also for the quarterly dies. So that is that piece of it. Then I'm going to get rid of that. And then, so here's what we have this time is these really cute tags that go on these really cute stockings. And so we have all of our instructions on the inside. If you're new to Paper Pumpkin, watching for the first time, you always get a full color illustration for how to make the kit, make the items that are inside your kit. So we are going to make a couple of these tags, so let's just get, we're not going to make all the, because they have, let's see, they're making 4 different kinds in here. We're just going to make a couple of these just for the fun of it. So let's do the one that is number 2 and number 3. So let's get out our pieces, and we're going to do a pink one, and then we'll do a blue one. So we'll do one of each. So we'll do pink for number 2. So that's going to require this little ornament right here. One of these toppers for it. We're going to need a pin, which we'll get out of there. And then this other one is going to be this one here. And we'll do a blue tag on this one. Okay, so we have that. And then we're going to also need one of these toppers. So I'm going to put our die cuts aside for now. Let's get out our little pins. We're going to need 2 of those. So 2 of these. So we have that. We're going to need our stamps. And it looks like we're going to need both the glue dots and the dimensionals from the kit. So put those over there. Here's our Puppy Parade. I'm going to try and use my big stamp pad for this. And so let's see. I know we're going to need to do some stamping. So get this stuff out of the way. I'm going to get my foam mat in here for that. And I'm going to get my cardboard piece because I think we are going to need to go off the edge. So I want to make sure. Hi, everybody. Please say hi when you join so I know you're here and where you're from. I would love to know. Thanks for joining this evening. We are just doing our unboxing for now, and then we're going to get into doing some of the alternates that I have thought of so far. So looks like we are going to need a Merry Christmas. So let's do that. And then let's do sending lots of love. So we'll use that. Now we're also going to need the squiggly line and the asterisk and the dash. I didn't notice that there was a dash on here. So we'll get that out. And then we are also going to need these little shapes here. And we'll do the snowflake or star shaped one for that. All right, so let me just grab a couple more. Let's see, can put that on here, and that one will work on there if I get it in the right spot. All right, so let's see what we can do. All right, that'll work for Merry Christmas. And do sending lots of cheer. Then we have those other blocks that I had already gotten out. So that'll work for this. And let's see here. Here's our asterisks. And then here's our little dash one. Now, I know everybody has a unique method of how they get their stamps ready for ink when they come in the kit, because when the stamps are made, they come out of the system and they have a little bit of a residue on them. And so sometimes that prevents the ink from sticking to them. And I've just found, like, whenever I stamp on this little cardboard piece, that I'm able to get them to work better. So I have my full size Poppy Parade out here. So we are just going to test all of these and make sure that they are working good. Looks like my ink pad is off from, that's better. But it looks like the stamp is doing fine. So let's see on this one. Also looking good. Made a mess on my stamp block. So let me just clean that off before I have that mess everywhere. And so we have that. Now we have the dash. Awesome. Looks good. This little star looks good. All these are looking really good so far. No issues. That looks really good. Let's see how we do with a sentiment. Nice. Sending lots of cheer. Feel like I could use some re-inking on my stamp pad, but it's good enough for here. There we go. All right, so there's all of our stamps. They all look pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I am going to just flip this over. All right, so let's start out with the pink one. That's what we had planned for number 2. Okay, and so we're going to do some stamping on here with our little stars. Okay, and we're going to put some up in the corner like so. And then we're going to put some down here like that. All right, and then we're going to put Merry Christmas on here. Now I might have just put that too low. So let's see if I can maneuver this. Because it's going to be like, I think this is going to be fine. We're a little bit running off, but this really should be a little higher so you have more space down here. So I just need to be more careful on the next one. Okay, I'm going to pop this little circle out because we won't need that. Okay, and that's that. So now we're going to do some stamping on our ornament, and we're going to use the little dashes to go across the top of here like so. So we got that going across the top, and then we're gonna put the asterisk down here, and that's that. So I don't know if you can see that, but we put those little things on there. It's so cute. You know, it was cute before, but now it's super cute. Okay. So now we have the light blue, the pool party one. And this one, I'm going to do my sentiment first. That way we don't run into any problems. All right. So that's going to go right down here. Nice and centered on here like that. And then we're going to bring in the star, and we're going to put some of these around on here. So we're just going to try and place them how we think that that will work. And I think that'll do it. All right, so now we have that one here, and now we're going to do some stamping on this ornament, and we're going to use the squiggly lines on here. And if I can make sure I get it going in the right direction. So the loops are going down, so I'm just coming in here onto that ivory line, and we have that. Then we're going to do it once more on here, and that's going to go right here. So cute, so cute. All right, so, and then this is going to go on there like so. All right, so that's what we have. Now, I know what I should have done is make this more like this one. Oh shoot. Not what I had, not what I meant to do. There we go. That is better. And I Yeah, that's much better. I'm sorry about that, folks. All right, so I'm going to close up my ink pad for now. And let's put these guys together. So I'm going to take out the little extra piece in this little topper. We'll have that there, and then we'll have this one here, like so. And get our foam mat out of the way and start to put our things together. I'm just gonna get the circle out of this one too. All right, so we have these are going together. This is going to get a glue dot on the back of here. So one little glue dot is going on the back of here. I'm getting my take your pick tool just to make this easier. And that is going to go right there. Get our cap out of the way. And this little guy is going to go right on here, like so. So that's our one ornament, like that. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. And this says to put 4 on here. So I'll move that up. Not too high, but a little bit higher. All right, and then these guys are going to go like that. So this goes on the light blue. All right, so you're supposed to line up the hole up here so that your ornament is sort of going across the tag like that, okay? And they're just so cute. They really are darling. I have to say I don't necessarily love the diagonal piece of it, but I get what they're doing. So, and you know how we are with the first one. We make it the way that the directions planned it. They had a plan, so this is going to be good. All right, so this little guy is going right on here like that. And so there that is. Very cute. All right, and again, he's going to get lined up there. So this one gets, again, they're putting 4 dimensionals on here. I don't know that you need 4 dimensionals, but we're following the plan. Okay. And there we go. Get these out of the way. And then this is going to be diagonally laid on here again, just like the other one, like so. And that's what that looks like. So cute. Now it goes with these little stockings right here. And so we have our little muslin stockings with the red stripe at the top. I have seen some people turn them inside out so that it's a finished edge. So you could turn this whole dude inside out pretty easily, like so. If you wanted to do that, you could, and then you could just use your take your pick tool to get down in there and turn the toe completely, so that you didn't have that red on the edge. So I'm just doing this to show you what that looks like in case that's your jam. All right. So that's what's happening there. Then you wouldn't fold this over. It's a little longer, obviously, as a result. So that tag would just go on there like so. So that's one way of doing it. And then we can just turn this one out. I'm okay with the red on the edge. the little stitching on the edge, I'm totally fine with. And so I don't care about that. Let's see. Wanda, you opened yours up last week and you keep your tissue paper. I love it. Okay, so I'm curious, like, do you hang your stocking this direction or this direction? I'm not sure how to describe this. This one is going to the left. This toe is going to the right. What is your preferred way? I'm curious about that. So I'm trying to even remember, like, I think ours hang like this. So I think that's how they hang. I just can't remember. What does it show in the picture? It shows them the other way. So maybe that is how they hang. I cannot even think. So curious about that. Then what happens with these is you get this little red pin here and you open it up and you put it through here. Now, you could just put it through the back side. You don't have to put it through the little ornament topper, okay? And then this is going to get pinned to the stocking, all right? Just like so. And that's your little treat pouch for your neighbors, for your coworkers, for everybody. And it's really cute. You can fit a lot in here. And so let's put our other one on and then we'll play around. I have some ideas that I've put together to show you and see what you think. What our people are doing. Hello, Connie. You're visiting from Holland. I'm so happy to have you. What time is it there? Oh my goodness. We are just at dinner time here. But I don't even know what time to think it would be for you. How awesome. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm putting on this other tag that we put together. And so we have our two little stockings with the two little tags that we made. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of put these things aside and get out my little bag of goodies, which is why I've kept the camera down. And so I could be seen and stuff like that. So I went to the local Dollar Tree and came up with some ideas, okay? So I found this really cute set of towels and the oven mitt and these really cute tree little tongs, right? And it fit in here perfectly. Now, because it doesn't fill the toe, I also filled it up with some cinnamon candies inside just to fill up the toe of the stocking, right? And so I've got that filled up so that it is just not flopping around, right? And I thought this was so cute because it all fits right down in there nicely, okay? So, of course, while I'm on TV or on the video with you, it doesn't want to go in there very good. So let's just work with it. All right, so there we are. And I thought, oh, that's so cute. Like it all matches. And I love that we have the red and white stripe contrast and all of that. So cute, right? Let me move these out of the way so I can get up here. And I was like, oh, this would be so cute. And I got some garland that I thought was, I cut off a piece of garland. So I thought that was really cute. We'll fix it in here. But I have our satiny ribbon. What is this called? The hanging tab is always on the heel side. So it is really personal preference. Right. I agree, Wanda. But there's no hanging tab on the stocking. And that's what is messing me up. There's no hanging tab. Okay, so we have the satin band ribbon that we have. It's the very vanilla, which I think goes really nice with the natural stocking. Okay, and so I just cut off a good amount here, and I thought, oh, this makes such a cute little gift for your neighbor or whatever. I mean, honestly, this cost me for $3.75 plus tax. And so besides my stocking and all, and so I am just doing this here, and I'm going to make a little knot first, and then I'm going to bring in my garland. I'm going to cut this again. I just have little strips of garland here, and I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to tie that down and put a bow like so right here. Okay. And we could so easily just take one of our cute little tags that we just made and attach it to our little package. And there we have a cute little gift pack. And so easy, right? Just a cute little pack. And I mean, who doesn't need a pair of miniature tongs or a new oven mitt or anything like that? So what a great idea. That's one of my ideas that I came up with. And I just really loved that. It reminded me a lot of some of the stamps that we have right now with the trees. And you could bring those into it. You could stamp a tree on your stocking and whatnot. So I'm going to take my tag off only because we're going to keep using it as we go through and I show you some of these ideas. So I'm just going to put this one aside, but I think this is a really cute idea that you could use your stockings for in case, you know, it's not necessarily your thing. So I have another idea. So let me get it here. So I have all of these set aside in my little goodie bag here. So, all right. So I did this and I put it together already because, well, that was going to be a whole task if I had to put them together on the screen, because that was just kind of comical, and there's such a small space to work in that I really stuffed my stocking with those cinnamon candies. Okay. And then when I was at the Dollar Tree, I got a few little sprigs. So I got some poinsettias, I got some pine cones, and I found these cute gnomes. And I thought, oh my God, he looks like he goes with this so well. So inside here, I have all my little cinnamon candies. And then I used, I cut off all the little pieces and everything and added my little garland to it to tie it all together. So it's kind of like one piece inside of here. So this is all one piece that's tucked down inside. So easy to get out and get to the candies. But that is my other idea, is just to do a little, I don't know, a little floral arrangement in a sense on the inside and fill it up with some candies as well. So that's one idea that I had. And it's really, I can't remember who in the group, you guys might have seen it, but somebody had posted like doing something similar to this in the group. And I really just loved that idea. So I kind of like took that and ran with it. And I just love that I was able to find these gnomes. And the gnome that I got, it actually had a couple of, there were two gnomes on the package. So I have another one that's red and white. The hat is red and white, but I liked the gray with all of this. And so that's my other little cute idea. So that's my second little stocking idea. Okay. Then I have I wanted to show you because I think this is kind of fun. One of my favorite treats this time of year are Brock's, the Starlight Mints, okay? But these are like sticks of them. And this, I don't know, you've seen it before probably, but they come, these are called stir sticks. So you can use it in your coffee or in your hot cocoa or whatever like that. And so, but what I love is they always come like little bags like this, and it fits perfectly in here. And I will let you know, like I had to fight with it for a little bit because it really is just fitting in here. And so as you can tell, it's still a little tough to get it in there. But I love that I can just keep pushing and it will go in all the way. I can get it in there. But the other thing I did was I had stamped on the stocking. So we're going to do that next. But I've been trying to figure out what are things that would fit inside of here. And I just love these peppermint sticks. So they're my favorite. So that is another idea that I came up with. And so we are going to, oh, I have one more. It's a little bit like the gnome, but it's just a little floral arrangement on here, and with some pine cones and some gold beads and stuff like that. Again, full of candy. On this one, though, I used a styrofoam ball to stick all this in, and boy, did that get messy. So I didn't want to do that again. That was like crazy messy. And so this is actually stamped with cherry cobbler. I wanted to see what that looked like. And so I am using the stamp set Festive Words. And I loved this tree on here. It has love, peace, and joy on it. And so I thought, oh, it's nice, good size, perfect for the stocking. And so very fun to stamp on here. So we're going to do that next. It is kind of a faded look in a sense, but I wanted to show you that. Now, all of these could just get my little tag attached to them, or you can do something like this and use your tags to make some cards. So you have some ideas for what we could do with that. So I'm just going to set that aside now, and we are going to do some stamping. And then I also had one other thing that I was going to show you, that of an idea that I did with mine. So let me just get some of this out of the way because it's invading my workspace. It's invading my workspace. Okay, so this is a flat little stocking, and let me show you what I did here is I added this ribbon. So this was a ribbon that we've had, I believe it was an online exclusive, and I think it's still there. But it's so fun that with the gold circles on it. And I added that. So I was going to show you how I did that. But first we're going to stamp on the stocking. So I'm just moving this back up, and we are going to, I'm fine with this being on my table simply because the stamp I'm using is a red rubber stamp, one of the clings, and that gives me the cushion that I usually am using for the foam mat. Okay, and so we're going to get out our Poppy Parade again because I haven't tried it yet with the Poppy Parade. And so we're going to ink this up really good. Make sure we got lots of juicy ink on here because with the fabric, you just need a little bit more ink going on. And I'm going to move him down just a little bit on here. And so I'm pressing down. So let me move that up. And I'm not pressing too hard. I'm just holding it firmly in place. And I want to hold it for a while because I do want the ink to absorb into the fibers that this little stocking is made of. The other thing we have against us, in a sense, is that this fabric hasn't been washed. And so it probably also has, similar to our stamps, a little bit of a residue or a finish on it, you might say, that comes from the factory where the fabric was made. So let's go ahead and take this off. And so there is our tree. Now, I would have liked that to be a little darker, but I'm okay with it. And very cute. I could have even done it in a different color and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to add some additional items on here, which I haven't played around with. And so I'm going to clean off a couple of the stamps. So I'm going to clean off the little star. And we're going to do some with the Flirty Flamingo. Put a few of the stars on here. And so let's just see how those come out. Oh, those are nice. It's lighter, but it's a nice little add to what we have here. And so just a little bit. It's hard to see, but you can see it faintly there on the stocking. And then I'm going to use the pool party, and we're going to put some of these other little symbols. I don't know what these are. They're like little diamond shapes, but they're not, I don't know, they're not like an official diamond on them. And so we're going to stamp with that and put some of those on here. So let's just get this really good. And let's just come on here and get some of that put on. Oh, wow. I don't hardly see that at all. Is my stamp pad dry as a bone? It is. What do we have? You know, I was thinking that it would be great to use Lost Lagoon. I think Lost Lagoon would be great. So I'm going to get out, I have it handy right here. I'm going to get out my little Stampin' Spot. Of course, it's going to be on the bottom of the pile that I have in here. All my extras. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's practically on the bottom. All right, let's get those put back. And we will try it with Lost Lagoon because I think that that will look really good. Obviously, Lost Lagoon is like a darker version of Pool Party. So I do think that that's going to be a good choice for this. And so let's see how that looks. So let me get this open. I get this open here. There we go. All right. So let me close this up. Get this out. Oh, we should close this one too. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's go back to this. There we go. Yes. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Oh, yeah. course, it doesn't like the ink. That looks good. I like it. Let's put one more. Awesome. So there's our little decorations on there. And I mean, you could go all out on some of this stuff, like totally adding some beads if you wanted or whatever. But I think that that is such a great little fun cover that we put on here. And then now we're going to add, and I don't even mind that some of it's covered up and it's tucking out of the bottom of the band right there. Okay. And so now what I did with the ribbon is, what I did with the ribbon was I took some of my tear and tape, you know, and we all have some of this probably left over from a past kit. And I put this on my tear and tape on the back side of the ribbon. Okay. And if I can get it to go on straight, like so. And there we have that. And love it when you can just tear that off of there. All right, so now I have my tear and tape here. And I'm going to take off the top adhesive cover. All right. And I am going to put it on the front here. And I'm going to put it right at the stitch line so that the stitch line is just covered up. All right. And so then I have that front piece down. And then I'm just going to go all the way around, pressing that down on this one side. Okay. And then I'm going to go on the other side and we're going to do the same thing. And so I'm just putting that down, the ribbon down, trying to get it lined up there so it overlaps nicely and clean. Like so. So now we have that little band on there, and I just think that's so cute. So fun, so easy to do. And then I had made a bow out of the ribbon. Okay. And so we're just going to add that with some glue dots. And I'm using my glue dots from my roll because there really are not very many glue dots in the kit this time. And so I don't want to take from that at this point. And I'm just putting also a dot on a little bit on the bow as well, so I can lay it down nicely on here. And so that's just going to go right onto our stocking like so. And so there we have our little stocking with the bow put on there. How easy is that, right? And then you can just fill this up with some candy. So this is how you can see I have one without any stamping and I have one with the stamping. I think this one is definitely cuter for sure. I even think it would be fun to add on those stars that we put on here in the Flirty Flamingo, is to add some of these gemstones that I have, the red rhinestones. I think they're still available online, and just put those in the center of the little star we added on here, and just now it has a little bit of bling to it and whatnot. And so what a cute little stocking, right? So very fun for that. I have quite a few of these little red rhinestones floating around because I use them all the time. So that is really fun, right? And then lastly, I wanted to do a card with you all, and to utilize the ornaments, and then in next week we'll make cards next week, and we'll use the stamps primarily. Okay, and so what I have is a very vanilla card base. Okay, and I have that cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and so here's my score line at 5.5 inches. Okay, and I am using just the regular, very vanilla, not the thick, is what I had in my grasp. And so I am going to add inside here another piece. We're going to do some stamping on that. And that's going to kind of bulk it up and make it a little bit more sturdy, so it's not this thin paper. But what I have here are some layers. Okay, and let me get my ruler out so I can tell you. So I have the shaded spruce. The largest one is 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Okay, so that's going to go on there. And then I have a white piece. Okay, this white layer is 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, and that's going to layer on top of that one. All right, then I have a very vanilla that is 1/8 inch smaller than the white, but I did this because the ornaments are white and very vanilla, and I thought that would be a great little added element to show and bring in that white edge around the ornament that has very vanilla. Okay, so I thought that would be fun. So we're gonna pick an ornament in a minute. So the very vanilla piece is 3 inches by 4 1/4 inch, and that's, like I said, it's just 1/8 inch smaller around. Okay, and then I have a final layer, which is 2.5 inches by 3 inch. And on this layer, I have scored it all the way around, at 1/2 inch. Okay, and so what I want to do is figure out which ornament is the right fit, and I think it's going to end up being this one that we're going to end up using on here. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing, and we're going to use one of our toppers as well for here. And so I think that's the plan right now. And so we are going to have that here. So we're going to need to do some stamping on our ornament. This is for the inside of the card layer, and I'm going to set those aside for now. And we're going to get, because I had some little extra strips out here of my leftovers, and so we're going to use this to do our sentiment. Okay, so let's see what we got. So I want to use the Merry Christmas sentiment, and we are going to stick with the Poppy Parade for that. Okay, and so let's get my Poppy Parade out and do the Merry Christmas on here. And I'm going to just, this does need ink. I'm just going to put it at this end like so, and make sure that we have a nice good ink on there. Okay, so we have our little sentiment, and we may trim that, but for now that's what we got. And now we have this, and just because this is the back, we're not going to hurt anything. We are going to go ahead and use our asterisk on here. So that's going to go across here like so. And then we have our dash, which will go across the top like we did before. And there we go. And so that is the stamping for our little ornament, which is going to go on this side like here. And so let us put this together. I am trying to make sure I have all my thoughts together of everything we need. Oh, we got to do our inside. That's what it was. All right, so we have Merry Christmas on the outside. So we're going to use Sending Lots of Cheer on the inside. Okay, and so we're going to put Sending Lots of Cheer on the inside. And let's do that. Oops, we're upside down. All right, so that's going to go here. Good. And then let's add in, again, I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo for this to add the little stars around it. And we have used the Flirty Flamingo a few minutes ago, so this didn't need to be cleaned. And yeah, I think that's it. So we're just have a little bit of fun on the inside for the card base. So that'll be great. Okay. And so that is our inside for that. And so now we can start to put all of our layers together. And let me pop this out of here. And so we just need one glue dot on the back of here to put our little topper on and to the ornament. So that is there like so. Okay. And then I almost have this gone here. So I'm just going to use a couple of big dimensionals there like that. Okay. And so let's go ahead and put our card together. Now we are going to layer a piece of Very Vanilla on the inside, and that's going to toughen up our card layer, the base of it, since I'm not using the thick cardstock. So we're just going to layer this in here like so. And I like the way that it will look with this. So it'll give a little shadowing and stuff like that, but I like that. Okay. Now we're going to set this aside and we'll start to layer our pieces. So I'm going to start with putting my Very Vanilla on the white. Okay. And we are just making sure we have all that straight. Nice and straight. So as you can see, it's not that noticeable, but then it is. But I like that it's going to be similar and representative of how the ornament has a white around the edge. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and layer this onto this green, this shaded spruce piece as well. And again, it is just 1/8 of an inch again around the, well, actually, I guess those are 1/16 of an inch. They're 1/8 of an inch bigger, the dimensions of the piece I cut. But that is what's going to go on to our card base, like so. All right. And we're going to go ahead and put that down. And I just love all these little layer pieces because I think it just adds to the card itself. All right. And so here we go, like that. Got a little glue up there. Need my little glue eraser to get that off. There we go. Nice. Nice and clean. All right, so that is our piece here, like so. All right. Guess I must have got some red on me because I see I've got a little mark. Fortunately, I think this is going to cover that up, so yay. All right, so let's do this piece here. So we're going to put our ornament on here, and I guess I could put it on here straight up and down, or I could tilt it, and I don't know, I kind of like straight up and down. What do y'all think? I'd love to know. And there we go, like that. All right, so I have a very little bit of my gold trim here. And so I was thinking I would do a little bow on the ornament topper because I feel like it should be tied to something. I could even just put it around the back like that. Oh, maybe I will. That's kind of cute. That is kind of cute. I didn't need all of this for that, but I like it. All right, so we are going to put dimensionals on the back of here, and I'm going to use up my pieces here that I have to do that. So we have our 2 in the middle, and then edge, 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 and edge. Okay. And now that is used up, but we are going to tack these down. I don't need all of that because that's just too much on here. So we're going to get this tack down, and just going to use a couple of these mini dimensionals to do it. There we go. All right, so now I have my little cord going over the top, holding on to our ornament because I didn't want it to be floating in air. Okay. And let's see here. We just passed our hour, so not too bad because we've done a lot, including our unboxing. So now we're going to put this right on here, and right there. And that is our first little alternate card. How cute. I love it. You can remake this card in multiple colors, variations. And I just think that this is a really cute way to use the kit. You do have 12 ornaments. You'd need to make some toppers for 3 of them. But you could use your gold foil and probably even trace one of these out and punch a hole in the top for the hanging piece. But honestly, I think this is such a cute idea, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I like the doing the oh my goodness, my words are gone. the score lines onto the paper. It just adds a little bit of an extra element and touch here. And so I really hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. So we stamped on our stocking. We made 2 of our tags here, just like so. And then I shared some other ideas with you. And so we have all kinds of Christmas gifts that we put together. And so we just have lots of ideas that we have played around with this evening. And where's my little gnome guy? I just have to get my little gnome out here. So we have our little gnome as well. So many cute ideas, and I just really hope that you enjoyed them. I think, yeah, you could totally emboss the card. Absolutely. You could do the same thing with embossed cardstock. You could do the entire card in the very vanilla and keep it simple. So, yeah, so thank you so much, Wanda. I'm glad you liked them. And thank you all for watching. Just lots of great ideas, especially very cute, my little gnome guy here. I'm trying not to put him in my stamps, just to keep him out here and so you guys can see it all. But thank you for joining me this evening. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. We had the hiccups. So, bye, Connie. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. And I hope everybody has a great weekend, rest of your weekend and the week ahead. So please, always craft and connect, because that is where the fun is. So bye, everybody.